Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Rometo and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Okay, you guys, I took a few weeks off from the Weekly Wake Up. I lost a dear friend of mine this past week, Dr. Frank Gabrin. Maybe you've seen him all over the news. He was the first ER doctor that passed from the virus. So prayers and love to him and Angel, his husband, who's just this amazing soul who's doing so much better with all the prayers and support going to him. So thank you very much. So let's get back to doing what we've been doing here at the Weekly Wake Up, which is just teaching ourselves to slow down and wake up, right? So I don't know how long I've been doing this, a year and a half or whatever, but I guess the universe knew that at some point in time we needed to learn and figure out how to go in without the chaos around us. And I know it's a whole nother set of rules that you have to follow with, dealing with being confined or feeling like you can't escape, right? Or just whether you're going the opposite direction and loving the cocoon and just checking out. So there's a lot of different ways in which you can avoid your feelings, avoid your truth, and just try and hang on to what's normal. That's not what this is about. What this is about is letting go of all of that, allowing yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. And when you move through those feelings, eventually you end up at a place of neutrality. And you can do a couple different things. You can either go through the feelings and the emotions to get to that place, or you can just learn in an instant just to breathe, let go, disconnect, and receive the divine information that's there for you, right? So there's a time and place for everything, so I won't tell you how to go about it. It's really just making sure that you can get there, that you can get to that place, that source inside of you, that co-creator energy inside of you that allows you to feel the truth, to know you're safe, and if you're not safe, what you need to do, right? So it's all about learning to listen to that divine connection inside of you. So that's what the Weekly Wake Up is about, and just trying to squelch the frenetic energy or the excitement. So can you feel it as we talk about it, all this energy? It's like, as I'm picking it up right now, it's in the solar plexus, just beneath, above your stomach, and then coming up into the chest, and there's a lot of like frenetic energy, right? And I also feel a pinching in the back, in the middle of the back, which can just signify like holding your breath, like what's going to happen, right? And so the way we always start is just by closing your eyes and just assessing your body, just noticing, how do I feel? Just relax into that moment and just notice what's going on. Are there aches, there pains, there pressures? This is kind of like a normal state of being for you right now, as you notice those feelings and sensations. And then let's just let that go with your breath. And now we're going to do what I call the cleansing breath that gets us connected. So you're going to go into your heart, use white light, imagine that white light, follow it all the way down through the body, down to the center of the earth, and then inhale that white light back up through the body, all the way up to the top of the head, hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale back down the body. And as you're exhaling down the body, you're letting go of any tension, any nervous energy, any fear, any conversation. And we'll do that 3 times, right? Each time becoming more relaxed and more present, okay? And so let's do that now together. So let go. Go into the heart. Bring all parts of yourself into the heart, into the chest, and relax. And then follow that white light down to the center of the earth. Exhale. And then inhale all the way back up. Hold it for a count of 3. And then exhale. All the way back down the body. All the way back down through the legs. Down into the center of the earth. And then inhale up from the center of the earth again. Up to the crown of the head. Hold it for a count of 3. And then exhale again. Relaxing, letting go. Even further. Dropping down into the center of the earth. And then one more time. Inhale up. Hold it for a count of 3. And then exhale. Relaxing deeper and further. Opening to that calmness and that serenity. And now just notice how your body feels. Notice how quiet it is. Notice where your breathing is at. And this is the sensation of being grounded, or being neutral, or being present. And this is where you want to ask all your questions from, or send your prayers out from this space, from this beautiful space inside of you that you can reach anytime. Okay, so with that in mind, let's ask, what's available for us this week? What do we need to be aware of this week to support ourselves in our life? And then just listen and follow along and notice as I talk. Notice what feels true to you, what doesn't feel true to you. You know, may not be for you, it could be for somebody else. So you're being asked to rely on your own instincts, to feel that deeper connection inside of yourself, and to not resist the emotions, and to not resist the tension in your body. And when you feel tension in your body, I want you to think of it as a message and to go to it. Stop and notice. Ask it. What do you want? What do you want me to know? What are you trying to tell me? And treat it like your inner child or your own best friend. And just put your hand on it. If it's in the center of your back, bring your attention to it. Because our mind can make up a lot of stories, but our body has the truth in it. So when you relax and you let go and you go to whatever that emotion is in the moment, or that tension in the body, it's going to inform you. So there's a lot of opportunity this week to make a deeper connection inside of our bodies and to limit the chaos in our mind, and to know that you have healing power inside of you. You have the capacity to feel a deeper connection, to feel a deeper resonance of truth. And a lot of times just by stopping and going to that tension in the body and breathing energy into it, if you, let's say you can't get a message, you don't understand the message, you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go to the energy, imagine a white light inside of it, and breathe it open. Like that, right? And can you feel that? Can you feel that expansion? It's like it's around the legs, and it feels like a vibration, and it feels almost like a pebble was thrown in and there's vibration going out. It's like an opening, right? So just know that you're sensitive, right? You are, and this world is changing to allow our sensitivities to be brought up, to be felt, to be understood. This is not a time to be afraid or to go into the thinking mind. That's what's got us into this frenetic energy in the first place, the disconnect between the mind, body, and the heart, right? And our spiritual essence. So this is a time of reconnecting our heart and our body and our spirit. So using that energy will allow you to make right decisions, will allow you to slow down, to understand what's best for you, what's best for your family, what's best for your clients, what's best for your business, what's best for your employees, what's best for your bosses, right? So you don't have to figure it out. You are not alone. So when you slow down, it makes room for the additional information. It makes room for the insights. And you guys, you already know the answers. They're already there. It's just moving the frenetic energy. It's moving the mind and relaxing into that calmness and quietness, okay? And if you get stuck through the week, flip back on this video and listen to me guiding you through those first 3 or 4 steps, right? And getting you to the place of neutral, then you can shut it off, and then you can ask your question and allow the information to come in. And just practice it. That's all. Practice it. All right, I do this because it's like a muscle, right, that we're practicing, like going to the gym. It's a muscle to be able to listen and to ask, right? I think of it as prayer and meditation. What is our prayer? The prayer is asking, and the meditation is listening. Okay, so let's ask now. So within the simple things, there's a meditation within the simplicity, right? Just a moving meditation of within the simplicity of the day, and being grateful for the simplicity, being grateful for the time, being grateful for the expansiveness of your world, Because now listen, a lot of you aren't experiencing calmness. A lot of you aren't experiencing time slowing down. Your experience of life has gotten faster and more frenetic because you have children underfoot now, or you're now not used to working at home and you and your partner are working at home, or now you're in the healthcare industry and you're frenetic and you're working double shifts and triple shifts, and you have all these other stresses of everybody else's energy and all that kind of conversation. So this is the beauty of this meditation. You can take it with you. If you're in a crowded ER room, if you're in a crowded hospital, if you're in a crowded teeny tiny apartment in Manhattan and you've got 5 feet, kids underfoot, right? Whatever it is, you can do a quiet meditation. You can go into your heart, use your breath, and just let go. Right? And you can use a mantra. Peace be with me. Right? Just peace be with me. Right? And it's just calling in that peace. So that's the mantra for the week, is just peace be with me. And listen, and when we create that energy, peace be with me, we are a reflection out in the world. So when we create that peace inside of ourselves, peace be with me, we're sending out peace to everybody else. We don't have to verbalize it, but when we say it in our own mind, peace be with me, what happens? And we inhale, we're inhaling peace, and we're exhaling everything that is not peace to be released. And so when somebody walks by you, or they sense there's a peacefulness about you, they sense a connection inside of you, and that's a mirror, a reflection that then affects them, right? So if we just all start using this mantra, peace be with me, because it really starts with me, right? Really starts with me. So when it starts with us internally, calming ourselves and being that sense of peace, notice how can you feel it inside of your body? It's calm, and it kind of pushes everything else out. And some of you may be noticing other parts in the body now that are tight, like I'm noticing as I say that, a tension in the center of the back. So for those of you that are noticing or picking up that tension in the center of the back, right between the shoulder blades down the center of the back, let's go into that energy. Let's put your attention in it. If you're feeling it in your body, if you don't, you can just send energy to it. And the message that I'm getting is I'm afraid I'm not doing enough, right? So some of you may be afraid that you're not doing enough, or you're doing the wrong things. So you just want to let go of that energy. Want to open up further and just send it peace, and say to that body part, peace be with you. To that body part, peace be with you, right? In your own body, any tensions, peace be with you. And then bring it back into yourself, to the higher part of yourself, peace be with me, and just feel them opening up, and go back and forth with those mantras, with those conversations with yourself. Right? And the other thing that's coming up is I am enough, right? You are always enough. We are always enough. So as we inhale that energy and exhale it, letting go. Anything else in store for us this week? Yes. Okay. There's an expansion around the belly. There's a lot of creativity, and there's a lot of fun that can be had. Creative fun, juicy fun, laughter. I feel it really in the low pelvis, just like giving birth to a new understanding, a new way of like, okay, acceptance. This is how it looks for now. I'm going with it. I'm rolling with it. And allowing yourself to have fun in the process. So we're being guided and called to just smile a little bit more, just laugh a little bit more. The world is hard enough without us constantly shining light on the difficulties. So we have to bring more balance into it, more fun into it. We don't have to, but we're being invited to, okay? And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. And what there is to do is when you don't feel like it, then acknowledge that. Acknowledge it. Cry, scream, yell, whatever it is, the emotion is there. 2 to 3 minutes, and then stop. Love yourself. Thank the body for doing that. And then let go, and then acknowledge it again. Peace be with me. Right? It's a beautiful process of getting to know yourself, of awakening you to your strength, to your compassion, to your peace, to your flexibility, to your ability to communicate with yourself and with God and with the creator energy inside of you. So just feel that expansion energy. And let's see if there's anything else, any remarks before we go here. Again, it's the same. Take time to laugh. Really, you're just being asked to take time to laugh. Enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid of laughter. It heals. It creates an opening inside of the mind, body, and spirit. And any way that you can make your day brighter, making somebody else's day brighter, get creative, have fun. Don't be afraid to share. And just, peace be with you and peace be with me. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for viewing and watching and liking and sharing my intuitive. Oh, well, it is intuitive, but it's the weekly wake up. And for those of you that follow my intuitive astrology, you can go over to my YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel under Peggy Rometo. And I just posted my intuitive astrology signs there. And I'm sorry they were a few days late. Again, with my dear friend Frank's passing, I really wasn't in a space where I could do that for you, but they're up now. So lots of love to everybody, and I'll connect with you again next week.